Hello everybody, Timothy Bailey with Project Learn and our video for today. Today we are going to look at a news article titled More People Are Riding Bikes. And this newspaper article comes from an ESL newspaper called News for You. And you can see this is from this year, the beginning of June. Before we begin reading the article, however, let's look at some vocabulary words. Sanitizer, bicycles, stuck, gyms, switched, exercise, burn off, energy, mass transit, cousins. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture that goes with each vocabulary word. See if you can figure out which one the picture best goes with. Let's go ahead and start with this one. Did you say energy? You are correct. This is some sort of energy. People also get energy from the food that they eat, right? As well as plants and other animals getting energy. Try another one. Did you say gyms? You are correct. This is one gym. The article mentions gyms more than one. Notice the G here has the same sound as a J, so gyms. Uh-oh. What is wrong here? Did you say stuck? You are correct. The little boy is stuck in the toilet here, right? Stuck. Right? Unable to get out of something. Now here we're looking at the people here. So Lucas Gray had a daughter and two sons. His daughter and two sons had these children, right? So these children are what to each other? Did you say cousins? You are correct, right? So when a brother and sister have their own children separate, right, in their relationships, those children are cousins to each other. Good, let's try another one. What is this man doing? Very good, he is exercising, so the word is exercise. We do this, typically, in one of these places, a gym. Although you do not have to, right, but that is what you can do here. A very popular item since the coronavirus. Very good. This is sanitizer, right? Sanitizer. What do you think this one is? This one you might put together just because you know, for example, this is fire, and you know what fire does. It burns, right? So something like this, or a factory, you might see fire coming out of the top. They are burning off, right, some excess material. In the article, we're going to learn that children can burn off energy, right, that they have by riding bicycles. People also can burn off energy by exercising. You probably know this one. These are bicycles, right? Another word for bikes, right? We have a few of them in the picture. Did you say switched? You are correct. So these two are related. Switched is the past tense verb. This is a switch, or we might call it a light switch. So it goes from the lights being on to the lights being off. So to switch then is simply to go from one thing to another. If I go to the ice cream shop and I tell the person that I would like vanilla ice cream, and then I say, no, make that chocolate ice cream, please. I have switched my choice in ice cream. I have gone from one choice, vanilla, to another choice, chocolate. Right? So switched. Did you say mass transit? You are correct. Mass transit is another way to say public transportation. Buses and trains and subways are all mass transit. So let's go ahead. When we start an article, there's a few things that we should do first. One is we should look at the title. So more people are riding bikes. Right? This sounds like we are going to be talking or reading about an increase in the number of people riding bikes. Okay? We should also look at the pictures. This article just has one picture. Right? You can see a lot of things. We're in a big city. There's a person over here. There's water. There's a man here. And as we start to put this together with the title, we might figure, what is important, probably, what is not. Right? Certainly the bicycle sounds like it's going to be important. But also, look, this man is wearing a mask while he's riding the bicycle. That seems like it might be important. Now, one thing you should read is you should read the caption. The caption is the words under, above, or beside the picture. So a bike rider wears a mask on May 15th as he rides through Domino Park in Brooklyn, New York. Many people stuck at home have been riding bikes. So now we know we are talking about more people riding bikes because they are stuck at home. And thinking about the man with the mask, we know they are stuck at home, probably in the article because of the coronavirus. Another thing you should do is look at the section headings. Usually the first section does not have a section heading. It goes kind of with the title. But we do have two later that we will look at. So, more people are riding bikes. A few things have become hard to find. In the past few months, we have searched for hand sanitizer. We have searched for gloves. We have searched for toilet paper. But bicycles have also been flying out of shops. The NPD group studied bike sales. It says bike sales have gone up a lot. Compared to the same time last year, there was a 121% increase in adult bike sales. There was a 59% increase in the sales of bikes for kids. You can see here, then this is one section. I just had to take separate photos. So the title for this section, Breaking Out on Bikes. Now, the section headings can help you understand what you're going to be reading about, also how it connects to the overall essay or newspaper article. A difficulty, though, is if they use a phrase or a word you do not understand. So breaking out. Breaking out means to sort of get free of something. Well, if we're talking about the coronavirus, we're talking about more people riding bikes, how might people be breaking out, getting free? Well, we can think about our own lives, being stuck at home. You could not go to restaurants. You could not go to your job, possibly. You could not go to school. You could not go to many, many places. So breaking out here, we could guess, is about getting out of your home on your bicycle, on your bike. There are many reasons for the increase in bike sales. People were stuck at home because of the new coronavirus, what we just talked about. It began when the weather was still cold. Gyms were closed. Some people switched to riding bikes for exercise. They also found it was good for stress. Most schools were closed. Parents bought bikes to help kids burn off some energy. The nation is slowly starting to reopen, but people still fear mass transit, such as buses and subways. They do not want to get too close to other people. They are using bikes to get around. Now, one of the nice things about the News for You newspaper is they highlight some words that might be good for you to learn, the ones we looked at. They also give you the pronunciation for some of the other words that you may know what they mean, but maybe you're not sure how to pronounce them, or they're difficult to pronounce. One other nice thing that's related to English, how we write, notice down here when they give you the word mass transit, you may not know what that is. However, look here. After the comma, they use the phrase such as. Anytime we do this, we then give you examples of what this word really means. This is a good way to understand a word without even looking it up in the dictionary. All right, let's go ahead and finish. So our last section, will it last, is the section heading. So you can guess that in some way we're talking about the present moving into the future, right? Finding a low-cost bike has been difficult. Many stores have no bikes left that cost less than $1,000. Many bikes and their parts are made in China. Factories closed over the winter because of the new coronavirus. They are open now. That should mean more bikes in stores in July. Will the love for bikes last? When fewer people were driving, some cities closed streets to cars to help walkers and bikers. Bikers hope that change will stay. Families are liking it too. Andrea Hewitt lives in Arlington, Virginia. She and her kids got new bikes in March. 4 times a week they put on their helmets, they meet up with cousins down the block, then the whole group rides a mile to their grandparents' house. They wave at them from the street. Hewitt says riding has allowed them to make family time a part of their week. Let's go ahead and look and see if we understand some of the things that we read. Number 1, bike sales have increased or decreased. If you remember, I used the word, they have increased, gone up. If increase means go up, you can guess decrease means go down. Why did people switch to bikes? There are 3 clear reasons. For exercise, remember the gyms were closed. To get rid of excess energy, right? Burn off energy. And the fear of public transportation, sitting close to people on trains and buses. Most bikes left in stores are inexpensive or expensive. If you said expensive, you are correct. Remember, most of the bikes left in stores were over $1,000. And the last one, how has the switch to bicycles helped families? What are they able to do? Remember the Hewitt family, riding their bikes as a family 4 times a week down to their grandparents' house to wave at them. Well, there are many ways you could answer this question. I just said they have been able to make family time a regular event, so people going out to ride their bikes with their families. Using a newspaper is very helpful for learning about current events, learning vocabulary, learning words that you need to know in context. If you would like a copy of News for You to Study, email me, Timothy, at tbailey@projectlearnsummit.org, and I will mail you a single copy of the newspaper. In your email, give me your name and address, and I will mail you a single copy right here of the newspaper for you to study. There are more articles that you can read. There are crossword puzzles and other things to help you work on your English while you're at home. I hope this was interesting. Check in next time and we'll read another article. Thank you and have a great day.